Welcome back to the Mastery Rank 0 challenge, where I beat Warframe while at Mastery Rank 0. This is episode number 5, and today it's all about questing and getting a little bit stronger. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe for more. These videos are super difficult to make and it helps me a ton. And hey, come join my Discord to join my clan or to get notified anytime I go live on Twitch or YouTube to play the Mastery Rank 0 challenge. If that wasn't a good enough reason, if you're watching before September 25th, 2024, that means we have a fashion contest live right now. Join the Discord and enter to have a chance at winning 2,000 platinum in prizes. The link is in the description. Last time, I beat my previous goal of acquiring an amp, as well as unlocking Veil Proxima. This leads us onto goal number 4. Our final goal is to beat the quests leading up to the new war quest, which is the most important quest in Warframe. It'll allow me to unlock the endgame activities like archon hunts, Netrocells, and more. There's 4 quests that I need to complete, starting off with Warframe's scariest quest, where I was definitely not frightened the entire time. The Chains of Harrow quest. Oh my god, I don't want to search the area. Do I have to? Oh my god. You don't really need to know what happens in this quest, just that I got scared way more than I should have. Okay, what did I do? Was there something there? I swear I just saw something. Oh my god, I think I found what I was looking for. Alright, I lied. The Red Veil seemed to be in disarray as Rel, their prime holy person, is totally missing. Rel is a Tenno just like us, just a little more misguided. The Man in the Wall, who will come up a little more later, is a mysterious entity that's been attacking Rel. We end up having to take down Rel and put him to rest while letting the Man in the Wall free. I had to painstakingly defeat all of these Red Veil cultists with my weak moat amp, breaking Rel's chains one at a time to eventually defeat him. With that, the Chains of Harrow quest is complete. I then go ahead and accidentally start the next quest by heading over to my personal quarters, the Apostasy Prologue. This isn't any major or important quest, it's just a little cutscene that shows the Lotus getting kidnapped by Ballas, who from here on out is our #1 enemy. Now it's on to the Sacrifice quest. We see a scene of a strange Warframe being very upset and Ballas trying to destroy it. I head over to Earth to find the scene where the sentient Warframe and Ballas had interacted. I find a few clues to what the Warframe actually was, and we follow the traces over to Lua. I then proceed to be absolutely baffled by how Orokin ciphers work. This one? Or is it not this one? This is confusing. I don't understand why there's 2 for each one. I become so stuck that Ortis literally has to help me out, solving half of the puzzle for me after I took too long.
I think I have a partial solution,
Oh.
operator. Try this.
Thanks, Ortis. But eventually, I enter into Ballas's laboratory and learn all about how Warframes are made and why this one in particular is sentient. As it would turn out, Ballas had tortured an Orokin man and put something into him that caused him to turn into a Warframe. Unfortunately for Ballas, though, that Warframe got out of control, and now it's up to us to track it down so we can learn more. We learn more and more about the Warframe, known as Excalibur Umbra, and it turns out we have pretty similar goals, beating this Ballas guy up. We stab him. Spoiler alert, he survives.
I created you.
The Lotus shows up to save him, and she looks a little bit different. Little more sentient than usual. Anyway, they run off into the distance, and we've lost all of our leads once again. But hey, the sacrifice quest is completed. With that, we get 2 new awesome mods, Sacrificial Steel and Sacrificial Pressure, that increase critical chance and damage respectively, made for melee weapons. There's only one more thing to do before the new war, and that is the Prelude to War. This is 3 little cutscenes that in previous updates had operations that came along with them. Long story short, the Sentients are ready to fight an all-out war against the Tenno, Grineer, Corpus, and just everybody else living in the system. And now it's time to start the new war. Warframe's longest and most difficult quest that also literally makes you sign a waiver before you can begin it. The quest begins with me playing from both a Grineer and Corpus perspective of the new war, seeing how they got absolutely steamrolled by the Sentients. First off, Call. The plains of Eidolon is getting attacked by Sentients, and Call's ship gets taken down and he's stranded on the plains. As a last-ditch effort, Call plans to put a bomb on the Condrix there. He gets there, plants the bomb, and it doesn't work. He ends up getting captured by the Sentients. Iso, the Corpus engineer in a fleet fighting against the Sentients. He's attempting to get through his own Corpus ship that's being overridden by sentient control. Utilizing the Corpus tech to make his way through, he eventually gets to the final room where he has to take down a sentient-controlled jackal. After that, he was instructed to get to a terminal that would stop attacking the Sentients under Alad V's orders, but he goes against them, fighting back against the Sentients and definitely dying. Then we hop in our railjack, preparing to enter the Sentient Armada, attempting to save the Lotus and stop them from taking over the system. Teshin is here to save the day, sort of. He boards the Sentient ship, taking down Sentients and pushing his way to reach further inside, and then he gets totally captured and dies. We show up inside the ship a little bit later and see what had happened. Then we, die. Oh shit, I'm dead. Alright folks, wrap it up and that's it, the series is over. Oh, you're still here? What do you mean the video still has 5 more minutes left on it? Okay, fine. I didn't actually die. As it would turn out, Ballas is the new world ruler with a faction called Narmer. They put veils onto people that turn them into more Narmer people. Then we cut to a mission. A mysterious character that we've definitely never seen before is presented. We play a whole mission as this character, rescuing Ostron from Narmer's grasp, but ultimately getting caught by an archon, a crazy beast made of half Warframe and half animal, having to flee for our lives to get away from it. It reveals that we were the Drifter all along. We head back to our ship and find a mostly dead sentient Lotus hanging out in our operator's seat. Turns out we need the Archon shards to revive her. Only way to get those? Killing all of the Archons! Some of the hardest bosses in the game. Well, let's get started. Before all that, though, we have to go have a little meeting with our good old friend Hunhao, who, for whatever reason, also doesn't really like what's going on. So we pick up a cool bow from him that'll help defeat the Archons. Then it's on to the first Archon. Me and my chat had a bet on how many deaths it'll take me to defeat each Archon. So I go ahead and take on Boreal first. Okay, no sweat. I got this. I got this in the bag. First try, 0 deaths. This is gonna be it. After a long and difficult fight, I managed to beat Boreal without having died a single time. 0 deaths, baby! Then it's on to Archon Nira. Alright, that makes one of us. People are telling me it's supposed to be harder. I see myself dying once or twice here. We'll see what I can do. I'm very afraid of just getting absolutely randomly one-shot. By nothing short of a miracle, I take down the hardest Archon without a single death as well. Whew. After taking down the first 2 Archons, I have a vision going back to the Zeraman, where the Drifter meets the Operator, revealing that I had made a deal with the Man in the Wall to stay alive. The Man in the Wall is an ancient void threat who both helps and harms us with the deal. I have an option to take the Drifter back or the Operator back, and I take the Drifter. Sentient Lotus had run away to try to defeat Ballas on her own, and I'm chasing her to help. So we head over to the Narmer-controlled Cetus, making our way through to the Unum. There's a giant sentient ship attached to it, and I get through, ascending the Unum until eventually jumping onto the sentient ship, heading in to find the Lotus. Battling sentient enemies, I push through the ship, taking out the 3rd and final Archon before finally reaching Ballas. Now for the fight. Ballast occasionally shoots a beam that I need to deflect with my operator beam into the waiting black holes, and after 4 successes, it'll knock his health bar down a peg. He'll then summon deacons that attempt to kill us. After 4 rounds of that, he gets down from his pedestal, approaching the Lotus and trying to kill her now. I jump onto Ballast, placing a veil over his face, which makes him vulnerable. Then the Lotus consumes him and gets her strength back, having eaten the last Archon shard. And now the quest is finally over, except for the last, most difficult part. Picking which cosmetic to give the Lotus. I put it to a poll on my Twitch and YouTube chats, but it was a tie, so I end up resorting to a game of marbles, where the winner gets to pick. The decision was to pick Margulis, and then swap back to the default Lotus. It was also very important that I make her green, so I did that too. And finally, after a 5-hour quest that you all watched in 5 minutes, we are done. Importantly, I go ahead and put a poster that I picked up from Barricatier on the wall of my orbiter as a reward for beating the quest. And now it's time for a few more upgrades. There's going to be a lot of min-maxing fairly soon, but for now I'm going to slap on the sacrificial mods that I got earlier, along with some more mods that I'll grind out now. I'm looking for 3 melee elemental mods, 2 of which are acquired through spy missions at a 10% chance drop upon cracking all 3 vaults. Luckily, I grabbed the first mod, Vicious Frost, on the very first spy mission. Oh, okay, first try. Yep, I'm just the gamer. Just that easy, ladies and gentlemen, right there. First try. On my very next mission, only the second one that I've done, I get the other mod I need, Volcanic Edge, which is even more lucky. The next mod is acquired from killing Corrupted Vor at a 25% chance. In an insane statistical anomaly, I also get this mod on the very first kill. I've definitely used up all of my luck for the run. The other mods I'm going to have to grind for in the next video are not going to go this well. What'd we get? Oh my god, we got it! First try! Oh my god, no way, dude. That's insane. Wow. Okay. I guess we're just good. Bro, what is even happening today? Hacking, what is this? I've literally got to know all 3 of the 6060 mods I'm looking for on the first try of the mission that I played to get them. But for now, there's a couple more upgrades for me to pick up. I do Lewis spy missions until I acquire Blood Rush, which I didn't get on my first try, unfortunately. I also do a couple more vaults to grab Overextended that I didn't pick up earlier in the series. The build for my bow is going to require the status mods that I got a moment ago, along with the Blood Rush and Sacrificial Steel, to create a dual status and critical build to maximize damage. There's one mod for my melee weapon that I'm missing, though, one that would dramatically improve the overall damage on it. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments. But for now, I'll be leaving you all with another mystery mod to ponder about for next week. Along with that, there's a few other mods and upgrades I'll need to finalize my builds. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of you who subscribe and leave comments on my videos. It's super helpful to me and I love reading through all of them. If you have any challenge suggestions for me to do next, let me know in the comments too.